Good morning, everyone. My name is Jacqueline Claire Manse, and my topic is all about credit and collection. Financial institutions are either banks or non-bank. Banks. A bank is licensed by the Bangko Sentral and is authorized to accept deposits from the public. Sinasabi rito na ang mga bangko daw ay licensed by the Bangko Sentral and sila lang ang tanging makakapag-accept ng deposits from the public or from the individuals. Non-bank financial institutions are prohibited from accepting deposits. So, yung mga non-bank financial institutions daw ay hindi pwedeng tumanggap ng deposits dahil nga hindi sila fully banking license or is not supervised by a national or international banking regulatory agency. So, ang example ng mga ganito ay insurance firms, venture capitalists, currency exchanges, and some microloan organization and pawn shop. So, sila yung mga example ng mga non-bank financial institution na nagpo-provide ng service that are not necessarily suited to bank, serve as a competition to banks, and specialize in sectors or group. Rural banks. A rural bank is just another bank created by the law to improve the Philippine countryside, particularly the agricultural sector. Rural banks are governed by the Republic Act No. 7353 or the New Rural Bank Act. So, sinasabi dito na yung rural banks ay sila yung mga banks na located sa Philippine countryside, which is yung mga province. Rural banks are private. Unit banking institutions based in the rural areas which mobilize financial resources and control and extend credits to farmers, cottage industrialists, and other rural-based economic operators in their defined area of operations. So, ang example nito is yung BDO Network Bank. So, sa lahat ng province, halos lahat merong BDO. The next one is the insurance companies. The major activity of insurance companies is cash accumulation. Its customers, called policy owners, pay premium today in exchange for a future payment in case of the death or disability of the insured or the maturity of the insurance policy heavily regulated by the insurance company. So, sa insurance company, sila yung mga nagsasecure or nagproprotect sa kanilang mga policyholders if something bad happened to them. Minsan, ito yung tinatawag nilang safety net kung saan through this mababawasan or mababawi nila yung mga nawala sa kanila at pwede sila ulit mag-start or makapagsimula kahit sa maliit na naipon nila sa insurance company. A person or entity who buys insurance is known as a policyholder, while a person or entity covered under the policy is called insured. So, ang example ng insurance company ay ang Sun Life of Canada, meron din dito sa Philippines, Manulife Philippines, BDO, and Pro Life Insurance Corp. Pre-need companies. Pre-need companies operate under the cash accumulation scheme as the insurance companies. So, same lang din daw sila ng insurance company because they are both under the cash accumulation. Pre-need companies stress the major concern of people, their children's future, which is the educational plans, and old age is under the pension plans. Pre-need companies are supervised by the Securities of Exchange Commission. Some of the pre-need companies are CAP or CIP, COCO plans, and PET plans. Pre-need companies include in their products term life insurance that will pay the plan holder's beneficiary in case of death, and credit insurance which will continue the payment for the premium if not yet paid by the pre-need company to usually an affiliate or sister company. So, pension funds. It collects employees' contributions, mostly mandatory and on a monthly basis, from employees' paychecks. These are invested in stocks, bonds, and loans, mostly on a long-term basis, so that they will grow into sufficient amount to to pay for the retirement benefits of their members. In pension funds, ito yung mga nagkakolekta ng contributions ng employees. So, kadalasan daw dito ay tuwing paycheck, ito kinukuha and mandatory itong kinokolekta sa kanila. So, yung mga kinokolektang funds ay napupunta sa company which is sa stocks, bonds, and loans. Pension fund is a long-term basis na sooner will grow into sufficient amount para mabayaran or mabigay yung retirement benefits ng company members or ng employees. Investment house. An investment house's main function in the channeling of private funds from various individuals and businesses for investment as a capital stocks in public corporations. Ito yung kooperatiba or yung co-op na tinatawag. So, sa co-op, naglalagay sila ng investment from small and individual businesses and nagkakakapital sila sa mga kooperatiba. Doon sila nagkakaroon ng income or napabroaden yung income nila. Kagaya na lamang dito sa atin, meron tayong Maderita. So, ang Maderita ay isang halimbawa ng investment house. Kasi doon naglalagay yung mga individual ng pera and yun yung pinupondo nila sa mga co-op. And because of that, nagkakaroon ng interest yung pera natin o yung pera ng mga individual na yun. The next is the financing companies. Financing companies were defined by the Financing Company Act or RA number 5980 as a corporation or partnerships which are primarily organized for the purpose of extending credit facilities to consumers and to industrial. So, sinasabi dito na yung financing companies sila dahil nag-facilitate or nag-extend ng credit capabilities ng mga consumer, industrial, commercial, or agricultural enterprises either by discounting or factoring commercial papers, or account receivable, or by buying and selling contracts, leases, chattel mortgages, or other evidence of indebtedness, or by leasing motor vehicles, heavy equipment and industrial machinery, business and office machines and equipment, appliances, and other movable property. Lastly is the credit cooperatives. This is a true financial intermediary. It channels the contributions of its members into loans, mostly for farm inputs like farmer fertilizer and farm chemicals. Some large cooperatives are able to provide funds for the post-harvest facilities payable on a medium-term basis. So, through this daw, mas na-allocate pa yung mga contributions ng members which turns into loans and most of the time sa mga needs in farming. Aside from that, rather than relying on banks, the credit cooperative scheme helps in channeling the credit between the state and people in rural areas. This scheme was basically aimed on channeling the money among people belonging to rural areas.